because they lost their opening fixture against the South Africans in the first match of the tournament that launched the 2007 ICC Worlds 2020. It is also the bow into the tournament for Bangladesh. Bangladesh coming off the back of a tremendous World Cup in the Caribbean. Let's take you through the two teams then lined up for this Group A contest. Well, the West Indies, of course, with no changes from the side that lost. Ramraj Sawan hoping that his bowlers can certainly get back on track. That fantastic century from Chris Gayle with 10 sixes against South Africa here on the Tuesday night. Marlon Samuels, Dwayne Bravo, Dwayne Smith, Powell, Rampal and Edwards. And for Bangladesh, Ashraful, the captain, after Ahmed and Alok Kapali. They've got a host of young players, and of course they have a varied bowling attack. Well, Mohammad Ashraful won the toss, and in what was a delayed start here at the Wanderers, we had an hour delay because the pitch had been overwatered overnight. There was a certain dampness in the pitch, and that contributed to Mohammad Ashraful's decision to bowl first. So that's it. The West Indies are batting first in this crucial match that they must win.
Then sun has shone since early morning, since in fact sun up. I believe it's shone in Johannesburg for the past 3 or 4 months without interruption. But yet we had a delayed start. Gone! Chris Gayle goes without scoring. Russell picks up a wicket. Bangladesh have struck in the first over, and they've got the big man, Chris Gayle, from 117, the highest score in 2020 internationals on Tuesday night against South Africa, to duck. Slapped it straight to backward point.
The shot was on, there's no question about that. Just didn't get right over the top of the bounce. It's a massive blow for the West Indies. The next batsman, also a left-hander.
Gone away, outfields fast, will reach the boundary. Picked it up beautifully. Picked it up superbly, Chandapur. It's gone for 6. Too short. Didn't quite get hold of it, but still goes all the way.
Well, that's slapped away. That's gone at a real rate of knots, and that's 4. He's put this one away as well. Murtaz is just a bit too short on that one.
Well, he's been put to not so many runs and a slower start, so yeah, we were disappointed when we turned up this morning. The wicket was wet.
Nice little 6 there.
Four runs and the 50 partnership. That's a terrific partnership that has steadied the West Indies after the loss of Chris Gayle. Oh, it's beaten everything. The umpire's probably going to sing the wides here. It's 4 wides, has to be. Spinning away from the bat and the keeper, Mark Benson, with some arm exercise. Shot straight, nearly took the umpire. It's gone straight for 4.
Super shot from Jones.
That's high in the air. This could be out. It's dropped. Bangladesh's fielding has been something that has improved out of sight recently until now.
Good shot, cut shot played. The outfield is very quick at the Wanderers.
Short again and cut away, too much width. Allowing Chandapur to play in a strong area.
He's been expensive for Zach. Good running under pressure. Bangladesh fielding just deteriorating a little bit. Azul making the mistake on that occasion at mid-on. Should really only have been 1.
That is going to reach long on and taken safely this time. Chandapur, who was dropped earlier, is taken by Mushrafi Mortaza.
Chandapur looking for the short boundary, but the delivery was a little bit fuller than he expected, so he couldn't quite get it over mid-wicket in the area where he was attempting to get it. 37 off 31. He played well, came in under difficult circumstances. 95 for 2. Just the sort of batsman that West Indies need in this situation.
Might just be that it struck him outside the line of off stump.
Not sure that just picking up the ones is enough now, Bish. I think that a little bit more aggression is needed. 50 up for Devon Smith.
And he's bowled him. Quicker delivery. Saw him coming. Well bowled. Razak takes the wicket. Devon Smith goes 104 for 3. He's played well, Devon Smith, but it may not be a bad thing for the West Indies here. They need hitters. 104 for 3. A lot of people feel he's batting too late in the order. Coming in with 4 overs and 3 balls remaining. Too good a player to leave himself this late in the order. He's done a lot of work at number 3. Here's the dismissal.
Just missed it. Kept a little low. And Abdur Razak picking up his 2nd wicket.
Perhaps Abdur Razak didn't see. I'm sure he didn't see our television introduction of Sawan, where Sawan announced that his favourite shot was a square cut. Didn't quite get hold of that. Pitch not quite coming on, a bit of turn. Not as easy for batting by any means as it was the other evening with the West Indies match against South Africa. Running between the wickets, not good. You've got runners out there. West Indies batting out of there. A signal from Sawan to the bus shelter that the players are under there. Signal was to let Ramdin, the keeper, come in next. That was a signal from Sawan, if I interpreted correctly. So there may be a shift in the order. Devon Smith, Dwayne Smith, a big hitter as well. And so is Marlon Samuels. That has gone a distance.
What a shot. Man known for hitting big sixes, coming good. Even though he is a little bit injured. Moved the left leg away and hit a huge 6 toward the long on area.
Somebody out there seems to return the ball quite quickly. There he goes again without quite getting hold of it. But he will find a gap, and it goes for 4. Not quite where he intended, but he finds a gap somehow. This is what the West Indies need now over the last 4 overs of the innings. They need overs which will yield 10 and more.
Mohammad Ashraf went for only 9 runs. 11 runs. Look at that. Dead straight. Yet another one. This is going to be a fantastic over so far. Samuel hitting 2 sixes and a 4. Well, once you get those in the middle of the bat, nothing's going to stop it going over all the way. This one dead straight.
They reckon he hit one of the biggest 6s at the Oval in London during the first 2020 international between the West Indies and England back in July. We've seen some big ones here as well. Already 16 off the first 3 deliveries. There he goes again. High into the air. Will it carry all the way? Not quite this time, but nevertheless good enough to go for 4. 6-4, 6-4. Hello, anyone there?
Fantastic stuff from Samuels. 2 sixes and a 2-4. And 2 more deliveries to go. What next?
You can bet he'll look for another boundary here. Misses. Good one. Quick, fast. Out. Hits it straight to extra cover. So Ashrafal gets the wicket. A little bit of consolation. At the end of the 17th over, the dangerous Samuels goes, but he's done what he should have done. 6-4, 6-4, then a dot ball, the last ball of the over, a wicket. West Indies 126 for 4, 27 off 14 deliveries to Marlon Samuels.
Three runs are coming in that first two deliveries from Saqib Al Hasan.
Very close to that off stump, playing for turn, there was none.
That's the wicket of Malvin Sung, who looked very dangerous. A little bit handicapped with his injury, but picked up 20 runs in that over. But in the last delivery, Mohammad Ashraful picking his man.
Just over the bowler's head, they'll come back for a second comfortably.
It's going to be the boundaries, what the West Indian batsmen would be looking forward to. They've dealt in this over so far in single and a couple of 2 runs as well. The timing it was just over the top of Saqib Al Hasan. Good effort from him.
Well, they've got Dwayne Smith, they've got Dwayne Bravo, 2 good hitters if they're needed. Got to look for the big hits now. In the air, it's a big one as well, but it's gone high and not very far, and the keeper collects it. Easy as you like. So Mushrikar, the little keeper, waiting for it to come down from the stratosphere. West Indies lose their 5th wicket. Ramdin has come in, hasn't done much. 131 for 5. So now Dwayne Smith. West Indies looking to him to launch some 6s here. Ashraful is bowled cleverly. Just 2 overs remain. Bangladesh have done pretty well. There he goes. And long on, they'll think of a second, not there. Good work, very good work in the outfield here. Well, they were until Dwayne Smith gets hold of it, launches yet another 6. He is a big 6-hitter, Dwayne Smith, and the West Indies want 6s from him here now.
I'd like to see him hitting a couple of these in the next couple of deliveries as well. Mohammad Ashraful, who bowls leg spinners, is known for his leg spinners, but has opted to bowl off spin, has bowled pretty well.
There he goes again. It's in the air. It's gone straight. It's gone far enough. 2 6s in a row to Dwayne Smith. He was sent out there to inject some life into this West Indies innings. This is what he's known for.
2 6s in a row for Dwayne Smith. What a shot.
There he goes again. How far has it gone this time? It's gone a distance. 6, 6, 6 to Dwayne Smith.
Fantastic stuff. 3 6s in a row. And
raises the 150.
What a way to raise the 150 for the West Indies.
There he goes again. That's a boundary this time. 6 6, 6 4. 155 for 5 the West Indies. 1 over to go, and Dwayne Smith is on fire. So the last over now, Saqib Al Hasan is going to bowl it. Sawan's in strike, and he's bowled him. In fact, he stumped him so quickly. Looked as if the ball had just gone into the stumps, but a quick piece of stumping gets rid of the West Indies captain, Ramdamesh Shawan. 155 for 6. We're in the last over. 5 deliveries remain. Shawan out for 5.
Saqib Al Hasan seeing Ramesh Sharma going down the track, bowled a little bit short and picked up his man. Good piece of stumping from Mushfiqur Rahim. Another wicket. 155 for 6. 5 more deliveries to go. That's the dismissal. Going down the track. And then easy one from Mushfiqur Rahim. Bit of turn. Definitely there's some turn there for the spinners.
Oi, ball. Keeper!
Looking for the second and getting it.
That's okay.
Dwayne Bravo, the new batsman. Just 4 deliveries remain. Another one. Another easy stumping. Might just have had a message for the bowler. He was carrying it to him. Seemed as if he was on courier service. Easy stumping for Mushfiqur. West Indies not maximising the last over here. 157 for 7.
That's a dismissal. That's the second stumping dismissal in this over so far. Third delivery from Saqib Al Hasan. And Bravo in no man's land. So very good over from Saqib Al Hasan. A good one for Bangladesh. 2 wickets and just 2 runs coming in the first 2 deliveries. Can the West Indian batsmen get a couple of sixes in this last over?
Batsman, they'll have to hurry for a single down to the bowler's end. No, wait there, he says. Quite correct by Dwayne Smith. He's the one who can hit 2 sixes off the last 2 deliveries. That was the instruction he gave to Darren Powell when he came in. Get a single. And Darren Powell coming in to replace Dwayne Bravo. Comfortable stumping. Now, can Dwayne Smith finish off the innings with 6s? Yes, he can. Can he ever? Can he ever?
What a shot. Well, he knew exactly that he wanted the make sure that he takes the center stage for the last 2 deliveries. Look at that shot. Took his time and hit it. A big one.
Last ball down. Will it be a 6 as well? Not quite. All over for Smith. But he's done a fantastic job to push the West Indies up to 164 for 7 from their 20 overs. It's been an exhibition of 6 hitting. 4 sixes, 1 4, 29 for Dwayne Smith of just 7 deliveries, and has pushed the West Indies on to 164 for 8 from their 20 overs. Can Bangladesh get them? So West Indies sent in, match delayed, the start delayed by an hour because of a damp pitch which is not in as good condition as it was in the match between the West Indies and South Africa on Tuesday night. 164 for 8. Gale out third ball, 117 the other night, and today out third ball. There are the partnerships, and at the end, Dwayne Smith giving the West Indies the momentum that they wanted.
As a bowling guy, look at that. Syed Russell 4 overs, 1 for 10 out of 1 made in 2.5 economy rate.
Well, there we've got the equation. Bangladesh needing 165 for a win. West Indies need to defend it, as we heard, to stay in this competition.
Tamian is one of the opening batsmen. Young player, very, very talented. Tamim Iqbal, teenager still, left-hander.
We had a delayed start because there was so much moisture in the surface, so probably would have dried out a little bit, but not completely. We saw some movement with a new ball. We're expecting some more in this innings as well.
Nazimuddin has come with a pretty good reputation. In the air, mid-on comes in. Can he get there? He can. Early wicket. Miscued. Pull shot. And Nazimuddin's reputation tarnished now by that shot of Ravi Rampal's. first delivery.
It's very good for the confidence of Ravi Rampal. He battled a little bit against South Africa the other evening. They put him under lots of pressure, so to get a wicket first ball would help his cause tremendously. First dismissal, pull shot, wasn't really on. Didn't get in a good position, got a top edge. That was a very easy catch. Taken safely, relief for the West Indies there as well.
On the pad, well, the new batsman has come in and said that his favourite shot is a pull. I hope he doesn't play it too much, because we've just seen Nazimuddin out to a miscued pull. There he is, Aftab Ahmed, not facing. Ball was in the air for so long that the batsman crossed. Not the kind of shot you want to play first up.
Definitely not when the ball's swinging away from you.
Darren Powell now. Nice shot. Very well played. The outfield is fast. Ball's going to win the race. First boundary of the innings. Tamim Iqbal gets off with a nice shot for legs.
Beautiful on drive, good balance. He waited for the delivery, swung into his legs, and he worked it through mid-wicket. Outfield here still very quick.
There he goes again. I don't know what you call that. And neither does Darren Powell.
Well, Darren Powell's not going to be too happy. It was actually a good delivery. He saw him go outside leg stump and he followed him. Oh, the good aggressive bouncer straight at the body. So he was unlucky there. Top edge went over the keeper's head. Not the result that Darren Powell was looking for.
Ravi Rampal it is to Aftab Ahmed. There was an appeal. There certainly was a noise.
Probably came off the pad. After Ahmed also trying to give himself some room outside leg stump. Looking to hit through the offside. Top of the pad, as we said.
That's well struck. That's beautifully struck. He's picked it up and he's deposited it into the Bangladeshi fans on the bank. That is beautifully struck by Aftab Ahmed. Just short, had enough room down the leg side, 6.
That's much better. Just stood still, waited for the delivery. He was well balanced, hooked it over square leg. It's a beautiful stroke.
Here he goes again, could be a boundary. Fine leg is not fine enough. Bangladesh picking up here, a couple of 4s in the last over, 6 and a 4 here now.
Not very intended, but the end result will do nicely. Bangladesh take the attack to the West Indies during the period where restrictions apply. As he comes down the wicket, he was looking over mid-wicket. He got an inside edge. Heartbreaking for the bowler, really, going down to fine leg. It's the second boundary of that nature in this innings.
Wide and will count as 5 perhaps. Philad Edwards coming around and can't get there. Has it started for the West Indies? Wide down the leg side, goes for a boundary, counts as 5, pushes the score up to 27 for 1 and means an extra delivery.
Well, it's a similar pattern, I'm afraid. As soon as the batsman started to put pressure on the West Indian bowlers with some aggressive stroke making, they don't know what to do. They panic.
In the air, mid-on goes back, it's going to be taken, and it is. So Tamim Iqbal pays the price for his adventurous attempts at unorthodox stroke making. second wicket goes, Rampal will breathe a sigh of relief. It's 28 for 2 after 4.
Very good piece of bowling, slow delivery, backed away, trying to hit it over mid-wicket, but the slow ball did the trick. Rampal just rolling his fingers across the seam, deceived the batsman in flight, and a solid catch.
Captain's in now, Mohammad Ashraful. Young player but experienced. Has some a good record behind him. Over the top. Flicking one way, the ball going the other, and going for 4.
Looked like they didn't pick it up in the slip cordon. That went between keeper and first slip. Trying to hit that through mid-wicket. Got a leading edge.
The thing is that when a batsman is playing to the leg side, on the offside of the slips, you're looking for it to go where he intended, and all of a sudden comes off the leading edge or the back of the bat, scoots away for 4. Just over the head of the keeper. That's going to go for 4 as well. Well, this is what happens, but they've lost 2 wickets already, and with this sort of adventure from the Bangladeshis, there's always the opportunity of a wicket.
Bangladesh clearly just going to keep coming, playing their shots. That was a hook shot, helped it along its way, used the pace, got it very fine in the end after. Another useful boundary.
Well, we're into the 5th over, and there's still another over to go after this, in which the West Indies could only have 2 fielders outside the restricting area. He's hit that well. Let's go for 4. So we've had 3 4s in succession here.
Trouble for the West Indies again. Bangladesh up with the required run rate. 3 4s of the first 3 deliveries of Darren Powell's 3rd over. He's gone for 22 so far. He's been a bit unlucky in some ways.
Shot. Finishes off a very expensive over. Ashraful, 46 for 2 off 5 overs. An over which had 4 4s in it.
I think this is the partnership that Bangladesh would be looking forward to, go as close to the target that West Indies has set.
Magnificent. He played these in the World Cup, Ashraful, against South Africa. It's gone all the way for 6. Here's a young man that will delight you and give you value for money as a spectator, and there are plenty Bangladeshis.
It's a fantastic shot. Out of 7 deliveries he has faced, he's got 4 4s and a 6s, and look at that, going under it and scooping it all the way to the fine leg. What a shot. Can he stay over till the end and see his side through? That's what most of the Bangladeshis back home and also here would be looking forward to.
Well, he knows where the field is. He manipulates the field. There was a short fine leg. He's hit the 6. The fine leg has to go back to an orthodox position. And then he hits it over mid-off. That is what you call manipulating the field. He is some player.
It's a fantastic cricket shot. We saw him scooping it the previous one, but if you take a look at that shot, he induced the bowler to pitch it up because he knows exactly the field is going. And he hit it over the top of the infielder at the mid-off. Look at the delight on the face of the crowd. Look at that. That is a good cricketing shot. Super one. Another 4.
Very good platform set here by Bangladesh in chasing this total. 106 more needed. High. Can fine leg get there. Fidel Edwards is under it. Down, he's dropped it. What do you believe? 6 overs gone. Bangladesh 60 for 2. Same things that plagued the West Indies the other night. Critical catches going down. They worked at it assiduously at practice yesterday. Edwards made good ground and got there. The end result is disappointment.
This could be a very expensive miss. That was of the bat of Mohammad Ashraful, who is looking really dangerous. He got into a good position, but then just fell, lost his footing. There it goes at the last moment, just taking his eyes off the ball. Got to be on your toes all the time.
Oh, another misfield. And guess who it is? Dwayne Smith, supposedly one of the best in the West Indies team. Pressure is telling. West Indies lose this, they go home.
Well, meanwhile, earlier we saw a drop catch, but take a look at this. This is sloppy, very sloppy. Just not in the right position to grab it, and he did touch his hand, and after touching it, has passing it over to the boundary.
Good shot. Lovely use of the back face by opening it at the last moment. This is an exhibition in stroke play here for Bangladesh. Great shot. And I don't say that lightly. Nice, clean, straight hit. It's what the West Indies would have wanted, trying to get them to hit straighter rather than across, but on that occasion, executed well by Ashraful.
Yes, when he's in zone, he's fantastic to watch, Mohammad Ashraful. No shortage of talent. Look at that. Thank you very much. You still need to put them away, but putting them away in style is the key from Mohammad Ashraful.
More runs. He's picked it well because there's a long off. And he's decided to pick the slow ball and loft it wide of where a long on would have been.
Fantastic shot from Mohammad Ashraful. I think the key in his batting is that he picks it up very, very early. He picks the length very early and just toys it over. Look at that, right from the meat of the bat. Super lit.
71 required from 61 balls for Bangladesh to send the West Indies packing. Oh, this will go far, this will go long, this will go into the Bangladeshi supporting crowd. 10 overs gone, 98 for 2, Bangladesh on their way. Yes, Mohammad Ashraful, the Bangladesh captain, leading from the front. Played the horizontal arc shot so very well. And the ball travels far at altitude. In Johannesburg, he can feel the potential of what lies ahead of him, Ashraful.
Takes something quite special for the West Indies to come back here. Especially if you bowl 4 tosses like that.
Two of the smallest guys in cricket, Ahmed and Mohammad Ashraful, and they're causing big headaches for West Indies. Free use of the arms, and they're so courageous. It's no ball called, and they take a run.
Free hit, no ball, more indiscipline from the West Indies. No ball, add in the bye, free hit now. Not that it will make any difference to the Bangladeshis. They've been having free hits all through the innings.
It's close, but very close call. But part of the foot has to be behind that line, not just on it. Now here's a milestone here that's staring Mohammad Ashraful. He's on strike. He's got 49 from 19 deliveries. The fastest 50 in 2020 cricket is Sanath Jayasuriya from 23. It's gone a mile. It's gone for 6. And that is an amazing half-century for Mohammad Ashraful. It's the fastest in 2020 history. It is extraordinary batting by the captain.
He has an eye like a hawk, wrist like steel.
And when he does pitch it up, he's just sent away. What a glorious shot again. Bangladesh are on their way, 15 from the over. It's 122 for 2 from 12. Crack away she goes. It's another boundary and another slap for the West Indies. Aftab on to 49. Smiles on the faces of these young Bangladeshi. The oldest is just 25. That's it. What a half-century we have seen from Aftab to match that of his captain, Mohammad Ashraf. Superb innings, 43 balls, 6 fours and a 6. Can he do something extraordinary, bowling his leg breaks from the call-at drive end? This is the end which has turned from which it's turned. Full toss. Yeah! Captain's done it. He's got a wicket. He's broken the partnership.
Question is it too late? Could well be. Mohammad Ashraf going. Chris Gayle holds in the catch. But the third wicket falls, but they need just 28 more from 34 deliveries. What an innings from Mohammad Ashraf. The fastest half-century in 2020 International. 61 off 27 deliveries. 137 for 3.
Well, Saqib Al Hassan in the middle now. Sweeps his first ball. He's going back for a second. That's great running. Aftab running to the danger end in the end. 2 runs.
Yeah, no wonder he's annoyed with himself. Hit it straight to extra cover. Into his lap.
Now this could run away for 4. The West Indies have been very, very guilty of bowling too short and allowing the cuts and the pulls mainly to be played with disdain.
Poor delivery. Short and wide to the left-hander. This pitch is pretty good now. It's dried out, so the ball is coming onto the bat very nicely.
Now that could run away for 4. Yes, it does. Runs bleeding in Bangladesh. Look at Ashraf. Look at Ashraf.
Very good shot once again. That was over cover on that occasion, timed beautifully. There was a sweep on the boundary, but he had no chance of cutting that off.
After a bit of an expected World Cup, runs are flowing. Bangladesh just 8 away. 16 overs gone, 157 for 3. Caught. Darren Powell takes the catch. The West Indies have been so untidy in the field in their 2 matches here in this T20 Championships. Little too late, and the body language tells it. Saqib gone for 13, 159 for 4. And so far I think Aftab Ahmed is the only guy that got it right today. Loves the pull shot, played several pull shots, rasping. No cover drive yet for Alakapali.
He's bowled pretty well, Sarwan, since he's come on.
They're winning over converts of a more mature generation. Ravi Rampal. Now, is that out? There was still 1 bail on. And it was knocked off by Ravi Rampal. The television umpire has been called on by Nigel Long.
It's pretty close. It's out.
Definitely out. Now the ball went onto the stumps directly. Ravi Rampal didn't get a hand to it, but one bail was still on. And I think that's gone just short. We might want one more look at this just to confirm. Let's have a close look. Yep. No, when is the bail off? Not out, apparently. Yep. That's the decision. The bail took a little while to be dislodged. Game over. Historic moment for Bangladesh. Only a few months ago they went through to the second round of the World Cup in the longer format. Today their fans have turned up to see them advance deep into this T20 championship.
They won a toss, bowled first, did a good job, and when they came out to bat, they did superbly. The pitch did dry out. It was better to bat on second time round. You can take nothing away from this victory, and their fans are enjoying every minute of it.
Bangladesh 165 for 4 with 2 overs to spare after Ahmed 62 not out from 51 balls, and Mohammad Ashraful with a quite glorious 61, and that is the fastest half century in international 2020 cricket. Bowling figures just reflecting how wayward the West Indies bowlers were. Look at the figures, look at the economy rates. Edwards, Bravo, just too expensive, as indeed was Pal Sarwan, picking up 2 at the end. The summary of the match: West Indies 164 for 8, Bangladesh 165 for 4, Bangladesh winning by 6 wickets. And it means in Group A that South Africa lead with a better run rate, but of course the West Indies now have lost 2 out of 2, and we say goodbye to the West Indies. It's Bangladesh who play South Africa in Cape Town. Well, the Man of the Match award went to Mohammad Ashraful for taking a wicket. He was a little bit expensive with the ball, but he certainly made up for that with the bat, with that quite blistering 62. That is the end of the West Indies, but Bangladesh, with an inspired leader, they go on in this ICC World 2020. Bye-bye for now.